Everyone who possibly clicked on this video probably knows about the Puppet Plus channel Super Mario Logan, whereas everyone who doesn't want to waste their breath calls it SML. Well-known Mario Plus channel gained fame around early 2016, mainly because of the celebrity idiot puppet known as Jeffy, as he was introduced around the same time. I actually started watching SML around early 2015, and that kinda became the main channel I watched during that particular year. And still to this day I still keep up with it for some reason, even though their content has devolved massively in comparison to the earlier years. Now, Plush Mario has spawned many aspects of parodies and sub-communities. It even has its own review community. Oh wait, it's not a community. It's, quote, a group of friends that somehow decide to review SML. It's still a community. But anyways, it also spawns some parody styles, like plush parodies, real-life interpretations, animations, and some others that I for some reason can't think of. Now in this video, we'll focus on the last thing I said before some others I can't think of. We'll be looking into most of the SML Animators, which will be a term I'll use very loosely. During the awful year known as 2018, I did a series of cringe compilations of SML animations, not just to poke fun at them, but because I saw tons of problems with them. From non-existent animation to downright inserting fetishes into them. These guys were pretty easy to sort of roast in every way. Now here, I'll actually critique them and go through what they do well, or not well. So I'll stop rambling now. Nintendo, not the cartoon reviewer, is the most famous one out of the community, and makes an animation a couple of days after an SML video comes out. He was even asked by Logan, creator of Puppet Mario Show, to animate 2 SML videos as shown here. Now everyone should know the term quality over quantity, and Nintendo here is the reason why those two should never be switched. Because you get things like extremely poor art and no actual animation. It just looks like MS Paint art stitched together like a slideshow. His content is literally just done because he can do this in less than 3 days. The SML review community had a pretty good field day with him on July 25th, 2018. Yes, I remember the exact date. Where Nintendo created a video that proved very well he couldn't take any criticism.
And really tiring to see somebody in my comments go, "Hey Nintendo, great video," and then some edgy 13-year-old kid comes in and says, "Why? His videos are lazy. My grandma animates better than that."
The video had Nintendo mocking the people who criticized him, and he rendered literally all of them as haters. It literally took the entire day for him to realize he made a huge mistake, and then attempted to try to improve. His stuff still looks mediocre, honestly, but I'll give him some credit in trying to improve to the best of his ability. In the end, he's sort of average. He's not an animator at all, and his art still needs tons of improvement. So my only tips is to just fix up some of the art, or maybe take some time to actually become an animator. This is gonna be interesting. Awful Fan Dactyl is a very strange yet interesting gem here, because she has a vor fetish. And in her videos, she makes it very apparent. Now, I despised this and still despise it now because given the fact that the SML fanbase is 90% filled with kids, it's basically child exploitation. Now, I know the argument that will be given to me is that children shouldn't be watching SML, but it should be noted that you can't control what people watch. Aside from that though, on the topic of Awful Fan Dactyl, she used to actually call herself Awful Fan Vor, but because others including me were ranting on her for exploiting children with this, she changed the name. Like that's gonna do anything. Now let's get into what she does. She only does videos on Jeffy, which is a problem, since Jeffy's the worst character in the series and no one sane really likes him, except for the children she exploits with Vor. Now she incorporates other characters unrelated to SML, including her own OC called Danielle the Pteranodon. Fun fact, did you know that if you call her OC a dinosaur, she gets very pissed off? But all of these don't really matter in the long run. Now, get this, there's actually some animation in it. I'll give her that. But this is honestly what I like to call wasted effort, since it's wasted on her vor fetish. Now, there's really nothing to help her, since she's too hard to tell to improve, and has shown herself to be intolerant to criticism. But I kind of want to go off on how most of us literally would call her a pedophile. Now that term is pretty harsh for her, and I kind of apologize for sort of milking that concept back when I did my SML cringe compilations. but her actions sort of show she has pedophilic tendencies. It was practically speculation that Awful Fandactyl was considered technically a pedophile. However, around May of 2018, I got around a fanfiction she herself made on the fanfiction site Wattpad. The story sort of has her usual vor fetish simplifications. However, in the last chapter of the story called Jeffy is Love, Jeffy is Life, makes some questionable sentences, in which she implies that she would have intercourse with Jeffy. Take this as you will, but it's pretty obvious what she is trying to imply here. Alright, you got that? Who's— OW! Who even put that in there? After all of that, how about we talk about some actual good stuff here? We have here a guy named Michael Bautista, who animates with a freaking 3DS. That's honestly impressive and deserves a ton of credit. The animation is great, and it's not only because it's actual animation, or it all being done in a 3DS. I really like how smooth it all flows. The effort put into this is all showcased in every single video put out by Michael. I have no tips here, and I think he's doing great. Although I would recommend a screen recorder and not just a camera. I'm pretty sure that's why Logan doesn't use them because of this. Or it's because he actually puts effort and doesn't take less than 3 days to create one single animation. Gabe the Mercenary is sort of a Nintendo clone, except with slightly better art. He hasn't uploaded an SML animation in 7 months at the time I'm writing the script, which might show he's moved on to better things. Now, the art is sort of average. It isn't Nintendo awful, but not good either. This goes for the animation as well. Not good, but not really bad, if I can really call it animation. It's also shown that he traces the backdrops, which is actually fine in this case. Not really sure what to say, since he seems to have moved on. The last one we'll go through is known as Mr. Meme Gaming, and this one is probably the most unique one in terms of normal 2D animation. There are some good animation aspects in the videos, and I like some of the scenes that he creates. It does seem like there's a hint of him leaving SML content altogether. You know, doing things for better. But he's pretty good, nothing else to really say. The last couple of animators didn't really need that much explaining. I did spend time on the main ones that get attention mainly for the SML related content. I might give out a lesson to everyone in general and not just specific people here. You should take much more time on these animations, so they can actually be animations. As seen here, the ones that get their animations done in less than 3 days usually have horrible quality, while the others who take their time come out with great looking animations. Also, don't be an awful fanvor, or dactyl, whatever, I don't care. Don't incorporate your fetishes into your animations. Another thing you could possibly do is just drop SML related content altogether and use your potential to make other great videos. I'm doing the same thing too. I used to do reviews on Plush Mario Tube and I've gotten bored and tired of it, so I'll be doing maybe other things, so look forward to it. I do have one video planned on the SML review committee. Okay, I get it. Now could you just go away, please? By that I mean I'm not sure what to call the video.